What's good, everyone? So today's video is actually going to be pretty exciting. In my last video on my Balenciaga speed trainers, I had a huge dilemma that I actually posed to the audience. What is the best way to get rid of the scuff marks that are on the rubber sole of the speed trainer? I had such a hard time. I tried absolutely everything that I possibly could, and I still could not get these scuff marks out. So today's video is going to be based off the suggestions that I got from people in the comments on what are the best ways to get rid of these marks and have a crisp, clean, white shoe. So basically what I did is I chose the best comments based off actual products that I had just sitting around in my house. Because, I mean, come on, nobody really wants to spend a ton of money to try to get their sneakers super clean. So I felt like to do this video, it had to be based off of products that are basically in everybody's home. You don't have to spend a lot on them. You most likely already have it anyway. So I feel like this is going to be a really good video for people that don't want to go out and spend a ridiculous amount of money on products for their shoes. So in this video, I'm going to be using 3 different tools. The first tool is going to be a toothbrush. That was really popular in the comment section, and I have a bunch of extra toothbrushes lying around in my apartment, so I decided that that is going to be tool number 1. Tool number 2 is actually going to be a sponge. A lot of people in the comments suggested that if you use a sponge and use X amount of products that will go through, the sponge is actually really effective in getting up that dirt that's on the rubber sole, so that is going to be tool number 2. Tool number 3 is actually going to be cotton pads. So I'm going to use some of the products that are mentioned and see if cotton pads will do the trick. I'm curious to see how effective this is going to be. I put this in as number 3 because I feel like this is actually going to soak up a lot of product. So without further ado, let's get started on this video and let's take a look at some of the previous comments that were on my last video. All right, so one person said use toothpaste to get rid of the scuffs. It works good. But let's try some handy dandy toothpaste. I'm going to be using Arm & Hammer Advanced White. So my first tool, I'm going to use a toothbrush and I'm actually going to see if this will take out the scuff that is right here. So we'll use this as like our first scuff to kind of tackle. All right, I'm actually using a faster motion now to see if this actually works. So unfortunately, a toothbrush with toothpaste does not work. I'm gonna try to see if a sponge is gonna get rid of this and maybe do a better job. So let's see if that works. Hey. So as you can see, toothpaste with a sponge did a little bit of a job. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. I mean, it looks better than what it did before. So this is actually good. Really, let's just see tool number 3. Let's see if a cotton pad will do the trick. Okay. So it looks like basically all the cotton pad did was kind of remove that toothpaste residue, but you can see that the toothpaste with the sponge actually did a little bit of work. That actually looks pretty good compared to what it looked like before. So I feel like it picked up a lot of that dirt off of there, but as you can see, there's still like a little bit on the rubber sole that is still present. So let's move on to the next thing and see if that will completely wipe away this mark. Someone said also to get small stains out of the material, you can use that liquid that you put in the washing machine and put it on a toothbrush and scrub. Works well. I have some Tide Free and Gentle. I don't have kind of like a Tide Pod, so we're gonna just try to put this on. All right, so I completely, oh my God, it's dripping. I completely wiped away that toothpaste residue that was on this toothbrush. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attempt to try the Tide Pod liquid and see if that works with our tool number 1. Ooh. So this actually looks like it might work. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use another scuff that's somewhere else located on the shoe just to see if we can see an immediate difference than we did with the toothpaste. You know what I realized? If you go in a circular motion doing this, instead of kind of just like going like this, if you go like this and kind of do like literally like as if you were brushing your teeth, it actually has like more of an effect of getting up that residue that's left on the rubber sole. As you can see, it got rid of some of the scuff. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna try the sponge with the Tide Pod gel and Tide Pod liquid and see if that works. Ah, okay. Ooh. Y'all, it's actually coming out. Holy crap. Oh my God, y'all. It actually is coming out. The sponge is actually doing wonders on this with the Tide Pod liquid. All right, I don't know if you guys can see this, but that actually took away 90% of that scuff mark that was back there. And I'm actually pretty impressed. So it looks to me like tool number 2, which is just a regular sponge that you can literally pick up anywhere, and I'm sure that you have in your house, is actually really effective in getting out these scuffs. It's looking like the Tide Pod gel mixed with a sponge is actually really, really effective. Someone said to try a magic eraser. I actually don't have one on here, so even though this could potentially be effective, we're gonna skip this comment. But thanks, Morgan. So this person said, yes, it happened to me. You have a lot of things. Use eraser, baby wipes, nail polish, or get a white shoe paint and cover it with a brush. So I'm not really a big fan of using white shoe paint. I feel like it could possibly show up, if it's not an exact match. So what we're gonna try is the nail polish. All right, so here I just have some basic nail polish from Target. This is Advanced Nail Polish Remover. Fancy. So now we are going to use the advanced nail polish, and we're gonna see what this does with some other additional scuffs on my shoe. So I've just saturated tool number 1 with the nail polish remover, and we're actually gonna try to take a jab at getting these pink scuffs in the front here and see if that does anything. Nope. So as you guys can see, nothing is coming up. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna try the sponge with the nail polish remover and see if that does anything. All right, so with the sponge, I don't know if you guys can see, but there is some pink residue that is still there. What I'll do now to kind of have that extra saturation of nail polish remover is use tool number 3, which are the regular cotton pads. I'm gonna see if this actually does anything. Oh my God, whoa. That was magic. It just, guys, it actually just came off. Oh my God, everything's coming off. Oh my gosh, it just came off, y'all. Completely. Nail, y'all. Nail, oh. It's like a oh my God, wait, what? Y'all, with one stroke, everything is coming off. Wow, and I almost doubted nail polish remover. Hold on. Oh my God, it literally I think we found a winner. Nail polish remover with tool 3, which is regular cotton pads, does a fantastic job of getting these scuffs out, and I'm actually really impressed. We just tried detergent and we just tried the toothpaste. And even though that did a fantastic job with the sponge, literally this right here with freaking nail polish remover literally just took everything off in an instant. Literally one sweep. I'm shook. What I'm gonna do now is show you a 360 view of what the Balenciaga sneaker looks like. If you use cotton pads with that nail polish remover, it literally works like magic, and I'm actually kind of shook right now. All right, so we still have one shoe left, so I just want to make sure that we go through all of these. So Malika said, try using alcohol to get rid of the scuffs. So as you can see here, I just have some basic rubbing alcohol that I'm gonna be using to work on the shoe. So on shoe number 2, I still have a bunch of scuffs here that have been the bane of my existence. So I'm going to use this fully saturated toothbrush with alcohol and see if this works. So as you can see, it's taking the dirt off, but it's not necessarily getting the dirt up. It's moving it around and kind of making it a little bit messy. The circular motion is actually getting it up fairly quickly. So as you can see, using the alcohol with the toothbrush, it kind of not necessarily messed it up, but it kind of pushed the dirt around. It didn't necessarily take it off in one sweep. I do feel like this could work if you have this laying around at home with a toothbrush, but let's see what the sponge does and see if that does a better job. All right, so the alcohol with the sponge did a good job at getting up that actual scuff, but as you can see, it just makes a messy job. Even with this straight line here, like that scuff right there, like it's not coming up with the alcohol. It's not really coming up. So I would say that alcohol is probably not the most effective way to clean your Balenciagas. Let's try using the cotton pad saturated in nail polish remover for shoe number 2, and let's see if that will completely get up all of these remaining scuffs. You guys, this is actually like magic. It took it right away, that line. I've been trying so hard to get these out, and now we know what the magic sauce is for these. So if we do a 360 here, whoa, this is what it looks like. So what I recommend doing with the nail polish remover is probably just taking like 2 to 3 cotton pads, soaking them, and just wringing it out a little bit in the sink, and then kind of like gliding, you know, your way through your shoe. I also recommend afterwards maybe take a regular cotton pad with just water on it, and then kind of like, you know, getting that nail polish remover like residue off of your shoe just so it doesn't stay there. I feel like we used my Balenciagas as like the test dummy, but for your own, if you're going to be spending so much money on them, I feel like, you know, making sure to get up that like toxic alcohol or whatever's in this nail polish remover, make sure to get that up. So this nail polish remover, I didn't mention this before, but I'm not going to mention it now. It is acetone. It's 96% acetone. The thing with the nail polish remover though is there might be a difference in acetone nail polish remover versus non-acetone. So for guys that are watching this and you don't really do your nails, there is a difference. So if you go to the salon, people usually use acetone on your nails just to really get up that gel. Because it's so strong. What I do recommend doing if you're gonna do this at home is to get nail polish that has the acetone in it. I only have acetone nail polish here at home, so I don't know what non-acetone nail polish is gonna necessarily do. It could work the exact same, it could not. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I am actually so excited about these. I'm so excited to actually have done this and figured out what the best way is. Thank you for everyone in the comments on my last video that had their suggestions. I really appreciate it. I'm glad that we got to go through everything and do it. Like I always say, feel free to put something in the comments below. I'm always checking my comments, talking with people, and just chatting it up. So put a comment down below if you like this video. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and to comment and subscribe.